gotta
Let's
run.
see if we're ready.
Okay. Have fun.
Wait, Snack is a co-host?
I feel like we
No,
asked.
that's actually
I feel like I feel like we asked this question like 4 times already. And
No, I
you was
didn't.
in the Discord when Sassy asked it.
Oh,
Come on,
I
Smoke.
was half asleep.
Yeah,
Hey, you
we'll
should
be
together, Smoke.
modding.
Come on.
I was half asleep. I just woke up. I didn't have my coffee yet.
You didn't have your Aki Wake coffee?
All right. All right, guys. We're gonna get in a
Okay.
call with Khaddy. You guys take care. My peeps in
Yeah,
Discord.
buddy.
Have fun.
Hello?
Hello, Khaddy. You hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing.
Can
You hear
you hear
me?
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No,
Hello.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? All right. We got some
Uh,
technical difficulties. Let's see.
Give
Hello,
me a
hello.
sec.
Okay, take your time. Take your time, brother. We're here.
Hello?
Yes, you hear me?
Yep. There we go.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so we are live now. You are on live. We are in Discord. We're in a Discord call, but we're live on Twitch. So, welcome to Tea Time with Too Cool. Pleasure to have you, Khaddy. You're a very well-known person in the community. We're very well spoke about with just your game style, your strategies, and the stuff that you help the community with. So we're gonna get right into it, and we have the chat. We'll have some questions, and we should have some answers. Just a reminder. I need everybody to be respectful, and for the most part, it's always been respectful. But yeah, just in case. But other than that, we are ready to go. We are with Khaddy. Thank you so much for taking your time out and doing this and just being here, man. It's an honor to have you here, and we're very excited for this Q&A. How do you feel?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. I'm surprised people still play the game.
Yeah, they're still here, man. We're still here. We're still here. We're keeping the game alive.
Still here.
So we
Still
appreciate you.
struggling.
We appreciate you for doing this, and hopefully in the future we see you get on some Evil Dead streams and games if that's possible.
Yeah.
So man, yeah, we'll
Yep.
get right into it, man. So how'd you start ED? What made you start playing?
I usually jump on every ASIM game can get my hands on.
Yeah.
I didn't buy the game immediately, but I don't remember why. But I think I was playing another game, and then I played that out, and I was planning on playing Evil Dead.
Okay.
And then
What
I just jumped on when I was yeah
okay,
when I had time.
what games were you playing prior? You
I don't remember. That was years ago.
mm. So, did you ever
uh,
try the DVD Friday the 13th, or Resident Evil Resistance? There was a lot of eSIM games that came before ED, and that's the same with me. I started ED because I just got so hooked on the eSIM games.
yeah, I played everything pretty
Nice, man.
much.
That's what's up.
Uh,
So
I streamed. I've been a streamer for like 2012, I think. What's
nice.
that, like 14 years or something?
Yeah, man, you got to. So what? I mean, what were you always using Twitch, or was there another thing you're using? YouTube, maybe another streaming
Yeah,
platform.
so I started on Twitch,
Hmm.
and it's really saturated on Twitch. So it's really hard to get viewers.
Okay.
But I started multi-streaming very early before that got popular.
Oh,
So I started streaming on a platform called Beam that later on got bought up by Microsoft, and then they renamed it to Mixer. And yeah, I became a partner of Mixer and had a bunch of viewers and a
nice, man.
big following.
That's
Yeah,
what's up. That's good. That's good.
was streaming.
I'm trying to get
Uh,
on your level.
yeah, it takes a lot of effort. A lot
Yeah,
of effort.
I'm gonna definitely get into it. But yeah, man, Mixer. So you started YouTube, then Mixer, and then Twitch. I'm assuming.
Um, I mean, I was always streaming on Twitch since I
Okay,
was multi-streaming,
nice.
but Mixer got shut down.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it got shut down, and I just took my community over to Twitch and started streaming there. I played DVD mostly, and any other ASIM that came out, like what's the other no name? It's like a it's like an Indonesian game. What was it called? Um, oh, I can't remember.
It's fine.
Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home. Let
Yeah.
me look it up real quick. I want to know what this game is about. So, what was this?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about this game?
It's very similar to DVD, but
Okay.
I mean I didn't play for very long. They completely ruined the game. Like yeah,
Damn.
they always put out balance patches that are completely fucked up, and then they just ruin the game.
Oh
And
well.
that I think they shut down that game like last year or something.
Really, the servers are done? Was it like? Is it similar to you said DVD?
Yeah, it was very similar. But instead of like repairing generators, you were like walking up to a shrine and praying.
No.
It was very janky.
Okay, we'll definitely
But it
look
was
into
really
it more.
really fun when the game came out, and then
Awesome.
it just patched it and it completely fucked it over.
I'll definitely look
But
at
yeah,
some videos. Curious about that. So what drew you to Evil Dead? Like, what did you be like? Okay, let me try this out. Did you try it out? Did you like it? Did you not like it initially? What was your take on the Evil Dead game initially?
it was a very unique ASIM, since you had like this first person view floating around as a ghost, as a demon, and dropping monsters and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. Uh, when I started playing, I think I started playing as Warlord immediately. But the first like 20 games or so, I had no idea that you could actually possess the units. So I was just
Like dropping it.
running around like dungeon master and just dropping monsters. I had no idea. Uh, that's fucking hilarious. Then my other friend, he was playing Necro, and he was like, "Oh, you can possess units, right?" I was like, "Yeah, but don't you need to like level up possession and stuff?" He's like, "Nah, fuck that. Just possess them right away." I was like, "Okay,
and
I'll
then
try that."
then there was all history after that. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get into every single detail when it came to learning things and teaching the community things because your name gets brought up a lot, especially your book phase. But we'll talk about that. So initially, did you start playing Survivor? Did you go Demon? What was your initial um
I don't remember, but I think it was. I think I did play Warlord. I played one game of Warlord that I
uh-huh.
lost.
Okay.
After that first loss, I had a 300 win streak. I think I have.
Damn.
Yeah,
Did you so that one game you lost and after that was 300 wins? Uh
yeah, at least.
what changed? What changed like and did you have a count like were you keeping a streak on Twitch like some people or streamed? Were you keeping count? How were you keeping count?
Yeah, I think I was keeping count on Twitch when I was
Okay.
streaming it.
Nice. So what drew you into doing that? What kind of be like, okay, let's start this streak up. I've been doing good. Like what went through your mind like after your first loss, like I'm gonna start a streak or how like did you figure out you're too OP?
No,
Wh-
no. The thing about PvP games, this
Uh-huh.
is just my opinion, but you need to have some kind of matchmaking, like
Mm-hmm.
skill
Yes.
based matchmaking.
Like MMR, yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna get. There was always a baby survivor in the enemy team
Mm,
every game, and I just exploited that every time. It wasn't really hard for me to keep a win streak.
mm.
So on stream, I ended up doing challenges for myself because it was just too easy. So I was like, okay, I can't play for like at the beginning. I can't play for like 2 minutes. I can't do anything, and I ended up like I can't use the map whatsoever. I can't use the minimap. I just started doing a lot of challenges until I eventually lost a game.
All right. So
So
what
yeah.
made the demon role special for you compared like to other ASIM games? Were you always
I mean,
like
it's
were you always like the killer? Like in TCM, they have the killers and they have the the family and and the survivors. So, what made that specific role? Do you always play that specific role?
I think it's usually what people want to watch on Twitch
Mm.
is the power role.
That's good. So you're very interactive with them, and you tell them, "Hey guys, what you want me to do?" And you do it.
No, I usually get to do whatever I want, but you can tell by the statistics of what people want to watch.
Okay,
If I play Demon, people show up. If I play something else, then people don't show up.
gotcha. So
It's
you're
just that
watching. You're
easy.
watching the whole time. Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, so can you walk us through your your warlord build? I know you mentioned warlord, and I'm sure you played other demons, but you were very popular in using warlord. Can you walk us through your build for that and your strategies when you're competing against like really good survivors and um any text that helped you helped you and the ones you created because you're known for a very good book demon. I mean, you're a good demon, but your book game was like phenomenal, and people used your ideas. If you want to say text, yes. So can you walk us through that?
It kind of depends on which era it was. If it was pre-Kandar or after Kandar.
Okay.
And
So
I think the book. I think book builds became a thing after Kandar, after I started doing my so-called AFK strat. But after that, everybody's like, "Oh, wait, you don't have to kill the survivors at all. You can just focus the book." Well, then let's do book builds, and that's it.
so
Before that, I went anything like basic unit builds where you would just run down survivors early in the game.
and
Uh,
then after the Kandar, it was more like book phase.
yeah,
Why did you kind of change your strats there pre and
uh,
post Kandar?
yeah, they completely gutted any demons early game because I think you had to level up to level 10 to have possession. Before that, you couldn't even like possess units, and you can't kill any survivors before level 10 because it was too expensive.
Hmm. Uh,
So you didn't
you
really
s-
have choice.
you said they made a lot of changes. Why do you think they made a lot of changes towards Warlord?
Pre-Kandor or after Kandor?
I want to say like when they started doing. I know people mentioned the pew canceling. There's a lot of she was too OP. So I guess whenever those changes were made, I don't know if it was pre Kandar or post Kandar. When did you see the most
Uh,
drastic change in Warlord's uh, ability to win a game?
um, so there's three win conditions. One is to kill all the survivors. One is to kill the book, and one is to stall out the game.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can also kill them with the smoke, but yeah, that's killing survivors. But pre Kandar, wait, what was the question again? The win condition?
Yeah, like the change, like they used to say Warlord was too OP. When do you think they made that change? Was it what patch in your opinion?
I can't remember what patch it was, but pre Kandar, I'm pretty sure they nerfed the puke cancel.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
but we quickly. I mean, sure, it was definitely a big deal, but I don't think it was that game breaking because you could still use elites
Mm-hmm.
to animation cancel, and they changed elites quite a lot, and they're kind of. I mean, they're okay now. It's just since we don't have any early game, we can't use elites early game now because of the energy cost. So if they would revert that without having the puke cancel reverted, you could still use the elites, and that would be pretty good against like early game survivors.
Okay.
So yeah,
I know you said you had a 300 streak with was it with the Warlord or was it many demons that you tried?
uh, I am mostly only played Warlord pretty
Do you,
much.
do you think that
I mean, I did play. I did play everything, but Warlord was my jam because everybody was playing everything else.
Gotcha.
I was pretty much the only one streaming playing Warlord
Uh,
at that time.
was this when you had this 300? Was it prior to any of the the patches they put? And it was, I know you said it was early beginning. So,
Yeah, that was during the
do you
puke animation era.
do you think that had a lot to do with the like the devs seeing, oh, this dude got 300, 300 kills, wins as a warlord. Let's do something about it. Do you think that had some type of role to play?
Oh, I don't know. There was a lot of players back then, so I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't know actually.
Okay,
But
okay.
I mean, I think it was by the sheer amount of complaints.
Okay. There was a lot of people complaining.
There
But
was a lot of people
yeah, it's always the complainers, you guys. It's always the complainers.
complaining.
So, talk us about some of the texts you helped create. Anything you taught people, anything you found out that like, okay, this is really good.
Um, I think the most famous one I invented was I was quite early after the Kandar patch and when they nerfed the early possession.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, so I can't kill them early game, and I can't kill them late game because they have, if you can't pressure them early game, then they're just gonna get a bunch of resources.
Mm.
Um, so you know what? I'm just gonna see if I can kill the book as fast as possible
Nice.
before they can like defend it. And it turned out that you could actually start hitting the book before it actually spawned out.
Yes.
So I did like a really I put up proxy portals and stuff. So they just created an entire army for hitting the book before it even spawned. So it was down like I don't know. It went down to like maybe 60-70% before it even
Damn,
showed up.
that's crazy.
That was absolutely
So like
crazy.
before that 2 minute mark, you're doing crazy damage at the book, and survivors can't really do anything about it at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But now you
Too
gotta
much
wait.
damage.
I remember when I was doing the Big Wets Q&A, we were talking about like putting cars like in a triangle formation around it, and I remember him saying like that when you played, that was like in favor of the demon because now you're blocking the survivors and used to like uh spawn the boss Henrietta in that triangle. So, do you remember any of that? Do you recall any of that story? Like, kind of
I
having
actually
that
do not
strategy?
remember
No.
that at all, but it is very possible. It was such a long time ago. There was so much stuff happening all the time, but yeah, they nerfed that too, so you can't block with cars anymore.
Yeah. Now,
Uh,
if you bring
but
the car to the dark ones, it's automatically like
yeah,
burns
this
out.
breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in this game, we have a lot of people like who learn from somebody who picked up some strats. Did you have a mentor in this game, or did you kind of figure this all by yourself? I know you said you started by like from the beginning to the end, like towards when you stopped playing the game. Did you look at anybody's strategies? Did you have someone walking you through like a mentor? Uh, you know.
Uh, I was mainly watching Alucard, and I was talking a lot to Big Wet. I don't think it was kind of a mentorship. It was more
Hmm.
like we were helping each other out and finding out a bunch of strategies and yeah, techs and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call it a mentorship, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean, sometimes I would like leave Evil Dead for like half a year and then come back, and then then Big Web would help me with
Nice.
coming back.
All right. So Big Wet, man. A Big Wet. We hear Big Wet all the time. There you go. Um.
Yeah. Gee.
Y- People always compare like the other ASIMS games like Friday 13th or Dead by Daylight. What do you think that set it apart from Evil Dead mechanically?
Set set what apart from Evil Dead?
Like compared to the other games, like I know you said that. Did you bring up Dead by Daylight? I don't know if you played that.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I
so
played everything.
okay, so like Friday 13th, Dead by Daylight. What would you say like was the difference in mechanics like in playing the game compared with those other games to Evil Dead? What set it
Mm,
apart?
I would probably say that it's a lot more strategy on
Mm-hmm.
Evil Dead, I think. I think
Okay.
on DVD it's a lot more in the moment mechanical skill that makes
Okay.
more and like in the moment decisions. But in Evil Dead you have to do more more planning in the beginning. What map
Okay.
are you playing? What
Mhm.
survivors are you up against? What demon are you playing?
Okay. Is this your favorite ASIM game, Evil Dead, or do you have a different ASIM game that you really love better than Evil
Oh,
Dead?
that is definitely by far the best Asian game I
Awesome.
ever played.
Nice. Uh, what was your most memorable or chaotic match as a demon, especially against like sweaty teams? Do you remember,
Uh,
or did you have a lot? I'm sure you had a lot.
yeah, I think I have two games.
Uh huh.
One game was this was extremely early. This was before the Kandar patch, where like yellow guns and yellow weapons were insanely strong. You have
Mm.
no idea how. I don't know how long have you been playing this game?
From the very beginning myself, but
Okay, so I don't know if you remember, but before the Kandar patch, the yellow guns were absolutely broken. I had one game. This was like the day before the Kandar patch. I was about to quit the game. It was
really,
that silly. Yeah, I was gonna kill the book. All the survivors DC'd except two survivors. It was a Henry and it was a Annie. And I
hmm
was like, yeah, I'm just gonna break the book because there's no way in hell they can stop me. But they just completely killed my units on the book
really.
because they had yellow weapons, both of them. Yeah,
Do you
like my
remember the
boss
weapons,
died pretty much instantly from headshots
Annie?
with a revolver from Annie. Yeah,
Damn, was it a Lego revolver?
yeah, it was all
Damn.
Lego. So
Yeah. So when you said
I was like,
yellow,
how?
you mean Lego? Damn.
Yeah, Lego. Yeah,
Okay.
that's one game that I remember. I was like, okay, that's the
That
most
was
busted
gonna
shit
kind
I've
of
ever
put you
seen.
out. Like, all right, I'm done with this game.
Yeah. Uh,
What's the
and
second?
there was one game I remember. I was playing off stream as well. This was also before the Kandar patch. There was this Kelly player. She would one shot everything I had. She had a Lego double barrel pre nerf. She would one shot everything. My boss didn't matter anything. They came to. They were gonna do the dark ones, and I my only chance was to possess her and kill her team. That was
Mm.
the only chance I had. I put a trap and I demon dashed her and she fell into a trap at the same time, so I possessed her instantly. And I just yeah, I just completely wiped
Took
out
out
her
the
team.
team.
One shot every survivor with her shotgun and then ran her off in the woods. I was like, there's no way this is in the game. She she one shot at every player.
Oh my god.
And I one shot every player in the lobby and just ran around in the woods. And then she started flashlight clicking me, and I killed her.
Good. You deserved it.
That
Flashlight
was
click. That's crazy.
that was absolutely
But
insane.
yeah, no, there's a lot of things prior to this that they needed to fix or tweak on because they was just too OP. They was just too OP. I remember Big Wet talking about the blue hunting rifle with instantly balanced bar units. You know,
Yeah, I
I know.
actually never. I know that was a huge problem, but I never faced that problem because all the survivors I would have in my lobbies were absolute babies, except some games, but they would have like Lego weapons. Um, but yeah,
All
but
right.
I never saw that problem at all.
Mm. All
I
right.
also have one game I
Yeah.
remember. Do you know Mystic L?
Mystic L. No, I do not. I do not.
He's a Russian streamer,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a menace. His team was on steroids at like headshotting, and he was, oh my god, he was the worst team you could ever face.
Yeah.
I remember uh, they ran double hunter, healer, and leader on. I can't remember the map, but it was I was playing Plaguebringer like the second day after the Plaguebringer came out, and they just completely wrecked me. I didn't have a chance.
Yeah, man.
But
That-
I did get my revenge
good,
a few
good.
days later.
Nice, nice. I know that a double hunter and Annie and like a healer would be too OP for
Yeah,
someone for a plague bringer. So man, we feel the
it's the
struggle.
hard counter from Flamebringer. Yeah.
Facts, man. Hunter, any person who knows how to get their shot, you're gonna be struggling. You
Yeah,
know,
they were like on point with dodging. Like you could not get them. They would not make a mistake. They were
yeah,
so good.
Mystic L. All right, we you spoke about this type of squad. Has there been any other comps or a squads, another squad that gave you a hard time,
Um,
if you can remember?
I did play against God Squad in a custom game once, but to be fair, the ping was miserable.
Okay.
I managed to down someone at some point, but
Mhm.
yeah, it was pretty much impossible.
To play against. I mean, God Squad is every single demon's worst nightmare. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think I gave them a pretty good fight,
Yeah.
but that was
Yeah.
pre-Kandar, I think
Yeah.
too.
Gotcha. Did you ever have any rivalries with any squads? Like, okay, like if I see them, I'm gonna really give them like my best or give them my all. Make sure I do everything in my power to dominate these people or this squad.
Oh yeah, as soon as I knew the people I was up against, I would give them hell. Oh, even
Any
if they're friends or not, I would give them hell.
is that for everybody? Did you have any specific like hate or like yeah, I gotta dominate, I gotta crush these guys? Any specific person or just everybody got it?
No, everybody got it, but
Nice, nice.
I do remember my viewers really dislike Pixels
Okay.
as like he's a YouTuber, and every time I was up against Pixels, my chat would go fucking crazy.
Kill him, take him out.
You gotta get him.
You
Yeah,
know, this is
but
not the first time I'm hearing about this Pixels guy. I think this is like the third Q&A where this name is being brought up. And
yeah, I
I
can
do
tell you
recall.
the story.
Yes, please. This is interesting. We do want to know the story.
So he had so Pixel's friend. He had one friend. They were really good friends. He was called I think it was Groovy Elegos or something.
Hmm.
And he would watch my stream, but his ego was extremely big, and he would be very loud and very rude to my viewers. So
Mm.
one day I was like, yeah, you know what, I can't have you here. So I just banned him. I just kicked him out because technically he didn't do anything wrong, but
Hmm.
he just pulled the mood down, you know. So yeah, whatever.
So
And he got really fucking pissed at me. He got really pissed. So one day, I was playing on stream and I was playing Warlord, and I just realized the book build after Kandar,
Hmm.
where uh, you don't have to do anything the entire. It's like the AFK strat. You don't have to do anything the entire game, and you just kill the book. You don't touch any survivors. All you do is just level up to level 20, and then you're
Hmm.
good. And they were like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" I would spawn my boss in their face and just despawn him because
Wow.
spawning the boss gives you experience.
Yeah, yeah, that we know.
That's all I needed. So I just spawn and despawn, and they were like, "What the fuck is he doing? What kind of noob is this?" Then I would completely broke the book in that, and they were so. And I made a YouTube video out of it,
Hmm.
not because of, oh, look at me, I beat this YouTuber guy. That wasn't really the point of the video, but the point of the video was that this strategy is absolutely stupid and needs to be
Hmm.
fixed. They need to revert Warlord, make him strong, make him able to kill survivors again, and uh, not have me only focus the book.
Right.
I thought it was really fucking stupid. And this Pixel guy, he went on like crazy in my comment section on my YouTube video. He was so pissed, and YouTube filtered out all his comments because they were so hateful. They just
Damn.
filtered everything out. I didn't have to moderate anything. YouTube did it for me. It was so hilarious. And yeah, and that's like where this rivalry started. Even though I didn't really, I didn't really care that much, but he really did not like me after that.
How long this went on for?
Oh, I don't know. As long as I was streaming, pretty much. But yeah, I think they beat me once, and then I think I beat them 4 or 5 times, but they never said anything about that.
Mm.
Only that one time they beat me. He made a YouTube video. In the title, he said something about a boosted warlord or something. It was kind of funny.
Funny.
Yeah, they won on like 1 second on the book.
I have a question. I know there's a lot of text that you helped create, and a lot of other text that when we say text, we can compare that. Like we can say text exploits. People use them together. What is your opinion on using text or seeing survivors use it during a game?
I don't actually mind. It kind of depends on what you mean by a tech. I mean, if you ask Alucard, and everything is a tech.
Yeah, no. He when in the Q&A when we spoke with Alucard, we said exploit, but he's like, no, we wouldn't consider those exploits. Those are texts in the games. Like those are things in the game that are there. I think that's what he meant when he mentioned texts that are there and you could use. So it's just a tech. You just got to learn the text. It's a technique. So that was his take on it. That's why I kind of asked like tech exploit. For me, I see it as tech. People see it as an exploit. So that's what I'm talking like a survivor using a running Shems or a ball staying on point after or the witch speed. So what are your opinion? You said you were okay with it. Are
I
there?
mean, if for example, if you use the Shemp duping
Yes.
bug, is that a tech?
No. They patched that
So,
initially. Yeah. I think
why is
that's
that not a tech?
yeah. I think that's completely unfair. Just creating so many Shems and
Yeah, but why?
why? Because I guess
Yeah,
they
why?
want to
What makes
win
it
the
a
game,
cheat and not a tech?
huh? Why they make
What makes it a cheat instead of a tech?
what makes it a cheat instead of a tech? Um, oof.
Yeah, you see,
That's a
it comes
he
like
hit the Uno
first
reverse card on me.
yeah.
Good point. Good point. I think honestly, some are overpowering. Especially when it came to Shem duping, and I'm glad they patched it. Um, I think whatever was too overpowering, they worked on. I'm sure they know about like these texts that people do, and in my opinion, they could have fixed it, but they're like, okay, whatever. It's we're gonna keep it. I remember when you could put with ball, you can or any other demon, you can throw the survivor into the traps. Now you got to kick them into the traps, for example, and they always patch something, but there was other ways around it. Um, yeah, so my
Yeah,
question was, were you okay with it at the time? Were you like, whatever, we're just gonna figure out the
so
counters to
yeah,
it?
it all depends on where you draw the line yourself.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, Shemp duping, but that's like clearly
No,
the
that's
expert.
Chef Dupin is too much. Like in my opinion, I think that's totally unfair.
But where the line becomes gray is like
yeah, so I guess you don't know. It's based on so yeah, I get where you're coming from. Like where do we say which ones are okay and which ones are not, So yeah, I guess it's based on person, on each person's
yeah,
opinion when it comes to that. I think Chef Dupin was too much.
yeah. So I come from I played a lot of like League of Legends, Dota, like a lot of like competitive PvP games.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were not animation canceling, you were a complete noob.
Mm.
So for me, animation canceling was something you should definitely adapt and do. Because if you're not doing it, you're completely But in this game, apparently, all the survivors call it cheating or exploiting or whatever. Even the devs, I asked the devs, what's your stance on puke canceling? And they said, no, that's an exploit. And I was like, what? It's an animation canceling.
Mhm.
Survivors have like 5 different animation cancelings they can do.
Mm.
They do it, it's all cool. But when I do it, it's complete bullshit. So you can't even ask the devs either for what is an actual exploit, because they're so fucking dumb that it you have to make that conclusion by yourself.
Right.
And the devs won't ban you for exploiting or animation canceling or whatever. You can't tell me anyone you ever played with that has at least 100 hours in the game that doesn't do any kind of animation canceling. Everybody does it.
I agree.
Like Warlord has like a 9-hit combo
Mhm.
on his. It's all animation canceling. It's the entire series is a bunch of animation canceling, and that is completely intended. So what's the deal?
Right, and even the witch, the basic units with the plague bringer, the canceling the animation for the pierce, you can hit.
Yeah,
How many piercings back after back after each other, depending on how much energy you have. But that's another one. So you felt
Yep.
like the puke cancel kind of was unfair, because it's just like like a animation cancel, and you
So
tried.
this is what I think. Puke canceling got caught in the crossfire because it was used so early in the state of the game, where there was still a lot of players in the player base, and puke canceling was one of those where they got a lot of complaints from.
Yeah.
It's just a sheer amount of complaints. That's what I think. I don't think that the developers knew what the hell they were doing. They were just trying to fix stuff that they thought was broken from feedback of the player base. But the thing is, most of the players were just noobs and could not adapt. And that it always comes back to the same problem where the matchmaking was just complete bullshit. It's not fair for the survivors to start facing me, who have played like in the first few weeks. I already had like 200 hours in the game, and you just booted up the game for the first time in your life, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna play this.
So imagine your first day on, you get Khaddy.
Yeah, puke animation cancel in his face, just kill him in less than 10 seconds. That's not fun for anybody.
I know. It could be tough. But do you think MMR would have worked on this game? I thought they tried it initially, but I don't think you would ever get in matches then.
No, it was great. It was great.
Oh, you remember it?
Yeah. Of course, I played.
You think it worked out?
Yeah, it was great.
Right. Okay. What's
It's
up,
were
Spud?
fine, but the thing is, you would just go against the same people every time.
Exactly. That's my point.
Unlike competition.
Yeah. The MMR queues were long, if somebody's saying, because I'm sure that would have been an issue, you know. I remember at one time they had like everybody's level, and I'm sure like you could see what level the person was. I remember that they did a patch and they added that, like you could see their levels, and then you would probably see a lot of dodging.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, they had the levels up at one point. You would see a level 300-400, like nope, not playing it, not playing it.
I always advocated for not to see that enemy team at all, so you don't see the names, because everybody knew who I was and everybody knew what I was playing. So I had to start changing my name every now and then because everybody knew who I was. It got really frustrating for a while.
So you were like a name changer, a PC. You were PC. I'm assuming you were able to change your name a lot.
PC, yeah.
Nice. All right, let me just make sure there's nobody have questions. I think it's just talking about what you're saying. So no questions yet from the chat, but interactions for sure. We love that. Let's talk about any tourneys. Were you ever involved in any?
No,
No.
not at all.
Did you watch any?
No, not really. It was too late for me.
Really?
Most of the attorneys was U.S. times, so I would wake up and maybe in the afternoon. But like I had a full-time job too. Oh,
Gotcha. So you were pretty busy. Did you ever maybe go on the YouTube channel and see any VODs? Did you ever curious about it?
No, I remember like Sohinki would host some tourney, and I would like log in the morning and check Twitch, and like the tourney was over. I was like, oh, okay.
We had Zohinki here a couple days ago, and he did speak about the tourneys too. So, as you brought up Zohinki, yeah, Zohinki was a good Q&A we had. We do have a question from Squad Caddy: why you get Warlord nerfed so hard?
It had to be done.
It had to be done. So
The
besides
community.
so did you ever play Survivor? Did you ever try it? Being like, okay, let me try this Survivor queues, or let me try getting in a squad. Maybe did you ever think about it?
I played a lot of Survivor.
Tell
Played.
us.
I did like I didn't have like a squad, but I didn't play a lot with Sassmouth and played a lot with Big Wet too. So me and Sassmouth on Fridays we would used to have like drunk streams, and we would do like absolutely stupid
Drunk
shit.
streams.
Yeah, would play Survivor and take shots depending on whatever the fuck we were doing, and we would get so fucking hammered. It was so fun. I would get so wasted.
Who was your favorite Survivor? Do you remember who you played, or did you like kind of switch out?
I was playing everything. I think I don't think I had a favorite,
Okay.
but I think the first one I prestiged up was Blacksmith, because it was kind of funny when he crafted legendary weapons. I thought it was kind of funny, but yeah, I don't know. I played pretty much everything.
Nice. We do have some questions. We have one from Prince Vic. Have you ever played Splatter Royale? And he wants to say that they are hosting a Splatter Royale event tomorrow on Sunday. Have you ever played Splatter?
I played a lot of Splatter when it came out, and I never lost.
You never lost? Oh, you
I mean, I
guys,
did.
we might have our contestant here. We have a participant, I meant. So no, we
Uh,
are doing a little thing tomorrow for Splatter. So if you are not doing anything on Sunday, if you're not busy, we'd like to have you. But yeah,
what time is that?
I think what time we having this Splatter? I think Vic said it was 2 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. So 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay,
So 2
so
p.m.
like 1.5 hours ago.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing anything, we'd love to see you there and have you. You know, we're just doing
Okay.
something to be
Yeah.
more interactive in the
That's-
community and have people come back, play, have fun. You know.
Sounds like
Yeah. So we'd love to see you there. Let's talk about game balances. Like, you know, we hear a lot of people say it's survivor sided. Some people would complain like balls too OP. What do you think about the game balances?
I think the game balance is all over the place, but mostly it's extremely survivor sided because of a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
You have infinite looping has always
Mm-hmm.
been an issue. Uh, yeah, so has always been an issue.
Yeah.
You have, let's see, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that people don't think about that I do think about. Like for example, when you finish like dagger what's it called, the pages, yeah, whatever, you finish one objective,
Mm-hmm.
but it gets resurrected at full health.
Who gets
I think that's
who gets
extremely unbalanced.
Can you repeat that again? Who gets resurrected?
So if you're a survivor and you complete what's it called,
Oh,
the pages, dark
the
pages, what's it,
the pages or the dagger? Yeah.
yeah, the pages or the dagger. Let's say everybody gets killed and there's only one survivor left, and you
Mm-hmm.
complete the dagger, for example, then everybody gets automatically resurrected with full health.
Yeah.
I think that's absolute bullshit,
I don't remember
because
that.
there's no incentive of trying to kill survivors during those periods of time when, I mean, if you don't wipe them out completely, you just pretty much just wasted your time.
Damn. Yeah, I
It's
think
absolutely
I agree. I think that's very unfair. I remember, I think Alucard one time in a stream. I just wanted to bring this up because I think this was another one he brought up. One time in a stream, it was a while ago when I was watching one of his streams. He talked about like units dropping shemps or amulets or ammo. I just this one came in my mind a lot that they would always drop these
yeah.
specific items for demons for survivors, and he felt like it was so unfair.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Yeah.
There was no point of spawning the boss because there's a
Oh
50% chance
yes.
that you're dropping a champ.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck? Why would I feed the survivors? That's
All right.
just
Right.
stupid.
Right. Another one. For sure, the looping, the loops and so many unfair things that were put in place, to make it
Yeah,
harder for a demon player. So I kind of, and then all the patches and all the changes. So it was always argued that this game is definitely survivor sided, and I agree. I agree to some point on that. I think Ball was a big game changer when he came out. It kind of changed the perspective for the demon on demon side, and
yeah,
gave them an ability to kind of be a little empowering. But still, there's always a counter for something, right? And people figured out the counter for Ball, and it's still being
yeah.
used. But I feel like every time you queue up with the good demon, it's like a chess match. Like which comp you're gonna go with, which demon you're gonna go with. So that's always the tricky part behind it. Like you would set up like, okay, I know this demon is a really good ball. Let's all do like a melee comp, and then come out you find out he's a witch. You know what I mean? So there's always little counters for each perspective. But definitely, I feel like this game is survivor sided.
Yeah. But I mean, you can always go like a classic cookie cutter comp and just win every game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know the meta right now because I haven't played in forever. But back in the days, you had Scotty, Annie, Hunter Ash,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Dash, maybe Cheryl.
yeah, and you would just win all the games. You could not lose. But now you have what's her name? Ruby?
Ruby, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, when she was released. Oh my God. What the fuck are they smoking?
So tell us about that. I remember Ruby's release, and then how long it took them to fix that. Obviously the numbers were broken, guys. We knew the numbers were broken, and I remember going. I was like, always. I mean, for me, I didn't really have a squad at the time, so I was always in like solo queuing. And then, I would somebody in the game would be a Ruby, and then you'd hear other survivors, "Don't pick that bitch! Oh, I'm gonna DC if you pick her." I just remember specifically people going off, people who are respectful, honorable, like don't pick this character until they fix it. You know what I mean? So I did remember hearing a lot about that. But what was your take on when you seen a Ruby when she initially came out? What was going through your head?
Um, when Ruby came out, I
Yeah,
didn't have much opinions on like it's always the same thing as as pay to win or I don't know. Did you buy Ruby or was she released for
I
everyone?
think the DLC. I think it was. I think you had to pay a couple dollars for PlayStation at the time.
Yeah, so she's pay to win. Yeah, so and it's always the same thing. It's the same
Yeah,
thing with Texas Chainsaw, DVD, yeah,
yeah. It's
all
for
the
money,
games, it's a DLC. Yeah, so it's always pay to win.
right?
But she was insanely broken because I remember I had one game where they stacked a bunch of leaders and they had a Scotty. I think they had Ruby, a leader Ash, and Arthur
Mm.
and Scotty. It was something like that. And Scotty would one shot everything I had.
Oof.
Everything I had. Bosses didn't matter. One shot everything. because the auras was multiplicative. He would probably do thousands of damage in one hit. It was absolutely fucking stupid.
Crazy, man. Yeah, man. Ruby was broken for a very long time, and
Yeah.
the percentages were way off. She was obviously doing more percentage than what they said she was at the time, and I think they took a while to fix her, maybe a couple months, if I can remember somebody saying it took about maybe 3 to 6 months. Exactly, I don't remember, but I know it took them a while. When Ball came out, I remember the fear looping was there, and then they patched that one instantly. I feel like, the devs in their mind, like, oh, we can get the most bank from the survivor gameplay rather than the demon gameplay. We have 4 survivors. They're gonna do more like, oh, I'm gonna buy this skin, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna purchase the next DLC. But for them, they were focused on making it more survivor sided because obviously they were gonna get more money for that. That's my opinion. I may be wrong about it, but that's just how I feel regarding them doing that. Um,
So
but
it's always so when you buy a game that is license based, it's
mhm.
you should always see it as a red flag
Mm,
because it's gonna it's the same thing if you look at historically, if you look at Friday the 13th, shut down.
yes,
TCM
well,
ended.
it's still there, but
Evil
it's
Dead ended.
mhm.
Yeah,
So the licensing of games you think have the most issues
yeah,
releasing
because
content?
yes, because they have a bigger incentive of gaining money early on. And when they have that money, I think it's harder for them to keep up because of
Mm-hmm.
licensing issues, and they're stuck in their little bubble
Mm,
of we can't go outside of this world where we can't add a bunch of demons and survivors that are not does not fit in this world unless we get it approved. But if you have your own game that is completely made up, for example, DVD,
that's exactly what I was gonna say. But go ahead.
yeah, they didn't have licensing in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and they could do whatever the fuck they want. There
Right.
was no limits. And you look how it looks today. It's still going strong.
Right. That's what I was gonna ask you. What about like all the characters they bring from these collaborating like shows or movies? Like I seen the Stranger Things, I seen Halloween, Child's Play with Chucky. Like how do they get those? Like they're so good at doing these collaborations. What do you think they do right in that situation?
It's all money. It's
Oh, money.
always money.
Yeah.
It's always money. You just show them, hey, this is what we made out of from the licensing from Texas Chainsaw, from Freddy Krueger, blah blah blah
Hmm.
blah blah, and you just show that to them. They're like, okay, easy money. Okay, add it.
But
It's not harder than that.
where do you think went wrong for Evil Dead? Because I remember Zohinki saying like, "Oh, like the developers of Evil Dead had like a threshold like of money they're gonna make or what they expected to make, and they over exceeded that." What do you think wrong with Evil Dead? Even though they showed the proof, like, hey, like we're making a lot of money from this game, why don't we just add more stuff? What is it? Was it the licensing? I think you mentioned. Or what do you think it was?
So since it's a it is a licensed product and not like a completely made up from scratch. You will have less money to spend on because you have to pay for the license,
Yeah.
so to speak, and um, it's also harder to come up with stuff to make it like to innovate the game.
Right.
But um, yeah, so the nail in the coffin was the ball release,
Hmm.
and that's because it's very easy. If you don't earn enough money, then you're not gonna, then you have to stop selling it
Right.
because you're losing money. That's all it is. It's a business. There's nothing more to it, and there was not enough players,
You
and
feel
they
like
saw the numbers. You know what? We did not earn enough money here, so we probably lost money. So
okay,
there's no point
okay.
keeping this
Makes
game alive.
sense, we're gonna throw more money if we're not making money, so it makes sense. Do you think a
Yeah.
lot of people had left by then?
Yes. And people left because of the masses of bugs. Uh, there was so many bugs, and the lack of MMR. Like if you're a new player and you just wanna like the first 10 games you play, it's like a Prestige 5 ball. Like you're gonna uninstall the game. It's like there's nothing to it. You're
Right.
just gonna uninstall.
And I think yeah, I think so he said the same thing. Like there was no MMR, so you're coming into the game and there was like no what he said, like new players couldn't really learn right away if you're getting a new demon, like a very sweaty demon and you're a new survivor. Like think about how difficult that could be for them. So there was no like initial like training for them, or kind of for them to get better with easier players, and that kind of could have been frustrating for new players. And then you still see a lot of new players, but they're like, how do I do this? How do I do that? You see in the Reddit posts like, well, how can I become a better player? So right on that, like, there was no initial thing for these new players to learn and to just get stuck with the sweaty demon, and they kind of get turned off by the game. Like, yeah, I can't play this game. Same goes for demons. You get a sweaty squad, and you're like, there's no way I can do this. So it kind of turns them away from the game. So you make a very valid point there.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I played Killer and DBD for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. It was really fun. It was just challenging enough for me to keep playing, but it got a lot harder afterwards
Right.
because I was winning a lot. But I got a really good grasp of the game very early on because it was so easy. But it's not the same thing with Evil Dead because there was no matchmaking in the game, and I don't know how many times I've had this argument about matchmaking with people that completely disagree with me, but I will not. I will not. I will die on this hill. I swear to God, I will die on this hill. That every PvP game needs
Uh-huh.
a kind of MMR system
I agree.
because people will quit the game
100%.
otherwise.
I definitely agree with you in that.
I had this argument with Alucard once. It wasn't an argument. We discussed it.
Discussion. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very anti MMR to a specific point because he did not like it too sweaty. Because he likes sometimes to just go into the game, and just kill some survivors,
Mhm.
just chill it. And I mean, I can see that too, but you have to think about the other end. Like the people you're killing, they are sweating their asses off and they're having a really bad time.
Right.
You have to think of both sides, and that's the issue. If I'm going in and I'm just consistently just winning my games within 5 minutes, something is definitely wrong with the game. A different point is also that in DBD, for example, you can be very skilled as a survivor and you can win the game by yourself of just from looping the killer the entire game, pretty much. But in Evil Dead you can't because you need teamwork in Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Without teamwork, it just falls apart. And that's the problem because everybody's playing on their console, on their TV, no microphone, they're chilling, and you have one bad player, you're just gonna lose the game.
Yep, 100%. I think that's why a lot of these sweaty squads are hard to beat because everybody's so well coordinated. Everybody knows their specific roles and what they need to do. So, for sure, like going against these newer players, like they don't stick together. They one of them wants to loot and one of them wants to find the best rarity of weapons. It's just you forget the point of the game. You got to stick together. You got to work as a team. You got to communicate. You got to drop ammo for the hunters. You got to drop shemps for the support, amulets for the warriors. So a lot of them kind of forget the process behind that, and that's why we did see a lot of initially with the newer survivors, they couldn't kind of get that fact.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go through some of the questions and see if I missed. I think I did miss some. Let me just double check. Let me double check. Oh, damn, I missed some. Oh, here's one from HD High Note. Can we expect to see any more cat streams anytime soon?
I know it is from my Mixer stream
Okay,
years ago. She's like a OG viewer of mine.
awesome. Good to see you here. Thank you
Uh,
for stopping in and showing support.
I don't know. Are you still here, Heino? Uh, so
Yeah, she's here. I see her. Or yeah, it's
yeah,
her.
I haven't streamed in it's like a year now, more than a year.
I remember seeing you. I remember seeing you not so long ago. I think I seen you come back. You made a little comeback for a little bit. You were playing, and I seen you streaming. And then
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, for a
Yeah.
little bit. I think I did see that. Let me just double check.
I mean, I always you know, if after playing or streaming for 14 years, it leaves a hole in your life when you're not streaming. If you just suddenly stop streaming,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel that every day. I'm like, when am I gonna go back to streaming? But
Yeah, you miss
I'm,
it?
oh yeah, for sure, 100%. The problem is that the games I play is not stream worthy to me.
Mm,
I don't like coming in and playing a game that people don't like to watch.
gotcha.
Just because I like to play doesn't mean it's fun to watch, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. And a lot of times, like I'm the same way. Like I'm streaming, I just want to interact with the people. I want to show them my gameplay, show them my experience. And always when I try to have a stream, I like to make it fun for everybody. Like I was streaming yesterday. Just I was like DJ too cool for the night. I was just playing. I was like, everybody, if you want to play a song, let's play a song. Like we just had such a chill vibe. So I think with the streaming comes with a lot of interactions within the community, and sometimes it's very positive. There's some negative, but for the most part, it's very positive. You know, within the community now. Um, so it's for me, it's an enjoyment. It's a way to interact with everybody, just to keep up with everybody, and yeah, for me, it's becoming a very fun thing to do for me. We do have a question from War Daddy. You were one of the first streamers I heard talk shit about survivors and speak freely. And he says any repercussions.
uh, oh, so much drama. I don't even know where to start.
Give us the best moment. Like I know you and I
Oh,
talked about Pixel, but is there anybody else besides Pixel that you like? Oh fuck this guy.
I don't think I ever talked trash about
Uh huh.
pixels
Uh huh.
in that sense. But you know, I would talk like I would always talk shit to like the survivor in the game, not specific to the player, but oh, why the fuck are you going in there? You fucking dumb nut. Just talking to the game, but not
yeah.
to the player.
Yeah. So not specifically to anybody, it's just to what
No,
the player does. Any stupid shit that you see, you're gonna.
yeah, like
Yeah.
everybody does stupid plays sometimes, so it's not really a big deal. But I would just call that out because that's fun content, you know.
Gotcha.
But
Um.
I did have a bunch of drama. I don't know if you want me to go through them.
Yeah. Someone says, "What about True Talent? True Talent drama."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it. Oh, guys, get your popcorn.
Yeah. So it's actually because of True Talent that my channel kind of blew up a little bit.
Okay.
Um. So, you know True Talent? You know who it is?
I heard of him, but I don't remember watching him. I wasn't really too
So,
much in the streaming world. Like I played this game from the very beginning, but I joined the Twitch page like later, maybe in the late years, like maybe later 2023 24 maybe. I didn't even know Twitch existed, and I was like so oblivious to these things, but I was like, oh shit, they got Evil Dead on it. Oh, I want to see. So then that's when I started getting involved and knowing who the streamers were. But no, I don't. I know I heard of True Talent, but I don't know of him. So
okay. So True Talent is he's a DVD streamer. He used to play fighting games and stuff and do YouTube videos and shit.
mhm.
He plays a lot of DVD and is one of the bigger creators on DVD. And so he was playing Evil Dead back in the days, and I since I had my win streak on 300, like I kind of knew what I was doing. I didn't say I was the best, but I knew what the hell I was doing.
Right.
And I would see his gameplay, and I would see how he would fuck up everything he did, and he would constantly complain about what he was doing and saying, "Oh, these survivors are too good. This game is unbalanced." You know,
Uh-huh.
you can definitely call. I don't mind people calling the game unbalanced, but I think you need some meat behind those words before you say it. Like if you're not performing well and you say the game is unbalanced, I think it's uncalled for. But if you do your best, you played as best as humanly possible, and you still can't win, not even by like a long shot,
Mhm.
then the game is probably unbalanced.
Right.
And he was just performing really well. And he said that the survivors were the best survivors that was the best survivor team in the world. And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" That was he uploaded a YouTube video. So I made a like a reaction video to his video, and I was calling out all the dumb shit he was doing. But I was respectful, you know. I was trying to teach him. So when you for example when you puke with a basic unit, you can't just spray all over the room. You need
Right.
to hit a specific angle, and that's when the puke lands. You can't just spray all around
Right.
because nothing hits. It was stuff like that, just small details.
Specifics to help him. It was more to help him.
Yeah, it was more to show him like you could have done this better.
Okay.
And so I tweeted at him and like, I made a YouTube video here to help you out. And he was like, 300 win streak? Fuck no. You're a liar. He just called me a liar. He called me jealous and jealous content creator. I remember that.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it was like a bunch of shit. And I was like, this guy is a fucking idiot. I was so mad.
Damn. You see, you try to do something helpful, they take it the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. He is immune to feedback.
Okay. I got you.
Just like that. And but the thing is, so Evil Dead sponsored him once. This was when Ball came out. And Big Wet told me, you see this? It's streaming. You should go in and check. And it was like he was playing against like 4 warriors or some shit. It was like something really bad, and he was still losing on the big map. I was like, what the fuck? I had to see this. So I went into his stream and we checked it out. And he lost because he was like, wait, do I go for the book? Wait, do I kill the survivors? He was like, he had no clue. And then when he lost the game, he was like, how the fuck is demon players not complaining about this map? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's the best map in the game for demons. The big map is the best map.
It is. It is. You
Because
barely.
it's really hard to get pink Fs.
Yes.
It's really hard to
Loot.
traverse. Yeah, exactly.
It is. It is.
Like, oh, but in his mind, it was the hardest because it was the hardest map to find the survivors and try to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
But he had no clue. You don't kill survivors; you kill the book. And so I wrote in his chat and I said, "This is the easiest map in the game."
You pissed him off.
And he did not like that.
What did he say? What was his response to that?
He saw it and he just he shrank down to a small little mouse. But he saw a stream later on in the evening, and that motherfucker came into my chat and he had a thing to say. Holy shit, he was so pissed. Oh my god, he was so pissed. And I was pissed too, but yeah. I have a YouTube video of it. If you want to watch it.
If you want to put it in your if you want to put it in the chat, we can watch the video. How long is the video?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay. If you have the video, maybe you can look for it while I look through the questions, and maybe we can watch the video. We'll play it.
I can send it to you later.
Okay, cool. I'll watch it later. Let me just look through some questions. Maybe I don't want to make sure I missed anybody. But that's funny. That's a funny story. Prince Vic asks, "What games are you playing nowadays?"
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, what games are you playing now? Like, any specific, like at this current moment?
Right now, I'm just casually playing Diablo 4.
Oh, I hear a lot about that.
Yeah, it's pretty good this season. I play a little bit of World of Warcraft too with my friends, and before that, I played a little bit of Deadlock too.
Oh, Deadlock. Deadlock is fun.
Anything.
I was playing with my squad, but that shit's too hard for me, man. I just couldn't learn. It's a big learning curve. So many build and so many things you need to do. You need to counter this, what counters that, and there's like 15 to 20 characters. Each of them has a specific ability, and each of them, like, you got to figure out what counters, what to use. In the beginning I was playing a character Venator, I think, and I was playing Dynamo a lot, but I couldn't. I was trash. I had to be carried by the team, so I kind of gave up on the game. I didn't take time to learn it.
It's
fun
definitely one of the best PvP games I've ever played.
Really? That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if there's any other questions that I didn't miss, and we can continue the Q&A. Yeah, so no questions. Everybody's just communicating amongst each other. Now we did talk about streaming. What inspired you to start streaming Evil Dead? I know you were streaming prior, but Evil Dead, was that like kind of your breakthrough, or were you popular before Evil Dead? Then you brought people in, like
So I got popular on Mixer playing DVD, but
okay,
so I got partnered there and stuff. And then Mixer was shutting down, so I moved over to Twitch.
uh-huh,
And since Twitch is super saturated, it was very hard to like keep the viewers I was already having. So
mm-hmm,
yeah, so the viewers just dropped down. But then I started playing Evil Dead on my. So usually I would take. So in Sweden we can have like a month summer vacation, time paid vacation, and um, I would just stream all the time, like the entire day.
nice.
And since I was streaming in off hours, that was like early US hours. Wasn't many streamers, so that's how I got most viewers. Uh, and yeah, but Evil Dead is just one of those HSIM games that I picked out. You know, it's fun to play HSIM games. It's fun to watch. So yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you keep your streams engaged? I know you like to watch the viewer list, or you like to, see who's interacting. To see, I remember you did say initially, like you kind of see what the people are looking at, then kind of decide what you're gonna go, or how you're gonna play, or what you're gonna play. How do you keep the streams engaging while focusing on such a sweaty match? Because I kind of find that hard to do. Like yesterday I was streaming. It was a sweaty match. I was not locked in. How do you do that?
So first of all, did you say watch the viewer list?
Not watch the viewer list. More like see. I guess interactions, activities. That's what I meant.
Okay. Yeah. Don't call out lurkers, first of all. But yeah. Um, so I would have, when I was streaming Evil Dead in the beginning, I would have a teleprompter, actually. I would have a phone and I would have an app with the Twitch chat on.
Mm-hmm.
And behind, so there was like a mirror to the Twitch chat that was showing in front of the camera. So I
Uh-huh.
would look into the camera and talk to the viewers. So it would look like I was talking to the viewers directly. That's a pretty cool trick you can use, but yeah, you don't use a camera.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized,
No,
but
I don't. They did say to use a
yeah,
camera, but I'm afraid if I start using the camera, my view list is gonna go up and lurkers are gonna come in. I may become very popular. I might start some other streaming platform. We're not gonna talk about it here because it's PG-13. I'm just messing with you guys.
uh, yeah,
I'm
it's very
messing with
hard
you.
to get any viewership if you don't have a camera.
No, yeah, okay. So, camera is one thing I will, So we were talking about that yesterday. So I would definitely, start looking into that. But cameras is very helpful. You said
Yeah. I
okay.
would have like back on Mixer, I would talk to like developers. Twitch has channel points.
Mm-hmm.
They straight up stole that from Mixer, by the way. They just straight up copied it.
Wow.
Uh, they would have something like called Sparks on Mixer, where you would like press a button and stuff would happen. And I would have a bot running on my streaming PC where if a viewer pressed this button, the colors of my background would change, and yeah,
Oh,
I would have a bunch of shit.
that's dope.
That's an easy way to yeah, have the
Okay,
viewers
okay,
engaged.
okay. Just gonna run through the questions. Prince Vic asks again. Planning to play any the new Halloween game that's supposed to be coming out in September?
Yeah, I think I have to.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Oh, wonderful.
I low key don't want to
Why?
because we
The
all
the
know what's gonna
creator?
happen in the
Yeah,
game.
1 year. How long do you think maybe before like the game starts to eventually like kind of die?
So I think wasn't the lead developer the guy from who made
Phonics, Friday 13.
was it? I
I
thought
think
it
that
was.
maybe you think of something else, but I thought the developer was for
Killer
Halloween.
Clowns?
Killer Clowns. I think wasn't
Yeah.
it two developers? Wasn't it Ilphonics and Gun together?
Yeah, something
Okay,
like that.
so I know.
We all know what happened to Killer Clowns. What a
Yeah, I know,
what a
man.
fucking joke.
People did like it. Some people did like it, but I think for the most part,
Yeah,
the
it was
majority
fun for 5 minutes.
majority of the people did not like it. Big Wet talks about a good point. Halloween is coming out September, November. You have GTA 6, so yeah, that's eventually going to be the downfall for Halloween, in my opinion. Hopefully,
Yeah, maybe. I'm like, there's a bunch of people who don't play GTA 6,
I
like
lo-
me, for example,
oh my god,
or GTA at all. Like,
at all?
I play
Oh
the
my
old
god.
PlayStation version. That's it.
Okay,
But
okay,
I don't play any GTA other than
gotcha,
that.
gotcha. Man, this is gonna be history with this game coming out. So hopefully, maybe you can, you know, dibble dabble here and there, try it out, see how it is.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We do have a question from Smoke. What made you stop playing Evil Dead?
So the nail in the coffin for me was when they removed. I don't know what did we call that tech when they kidnap.
Oh, tell us
So
about that. Tell us about the kidnap tech.
okay, so Big Wet, he came up with another strat, of course, and so basically you prep a corner by putting proxy. You would put proxy basics and elites in a corner as tight as possible, aiming at the corner. So when they spawn, they walk into the corner.
That's too damn bad!
Back in the days, if you would unpossess a survivor on top of a proxy trap, the trap would go off.
Hmm.
But since the nerf of when you would throw people into traps because ball was too strong, they kind of that tech took secondhand damage. But anyway, so you would possess a survivor, throw them into the same corner, and the trap would go off, and you would pop Warlord's Q, his
Yes.
ability that
Mhm.
makes they can't lose balance bar, and that would just straight up like it's like a weird ass coffin tech that they can't get out, and they would just get beat up and die.
Damn.
It didn't matter who it was. You could not get out.
Well,
Maybe a tank or something, but yeah.
what was the best spot to do that? Do you remember? Is there any specific spot that you love to do it in, or uh any certain was it fishing village? Was it certain areas
Oh
that you
yeah.
love doing it in? What
So
was the
yeah,
best for you in your opinion?
I have a video in Dead End.
Oh,
There was another Russian streamer. It was like a really small Russian streamer. He went into my chat and tried to poach my viewers,
uh-huh.
and uh, so he would run the most disgusting comp with Ruby and whatever, and I would. Uh, I fought them first game and I lost. And he would go into my chat and say, look at this guy, it's so fucking bad. Come watch my stream instead. And then I queued up again, and I met them again. And if you know me, I don't back down. I
Right.
don't. There's no point. Like
Mhm.
I don't back down. So I went up against them again, and I got a really good book spawn. Like the outskirts of Dead End. Like I think it's in like the north side, and I would. So there's a house close by, and the second floor in the bathroom. I would put a bunch of proxies there, and while they're doing the dark ones, I possessed someone and ran him up on the second floor into the bathroom, unpossessed, and there was like a shit ton of monsters in there, and that completely collapsed their entire team,
Damn.
and the only player left was Ruby, and she was still trying to win the game, and yeah,
It failed.
and yeah, I got 100 gifted subs for that win.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, that was a
Nice,
good day.
nice. Uh, Do you recall like how the game's community shift from earlier to like the later years? Did you see the the popularity of the game shifting, or just people being more engaging in the community while you were streaming?
Yeah. Uh, so when there's a lot of when the game is bigger and it has a lot when it's a lot more popular, there's like a bigger hive mind. I would see um I learned early on what was really good and what was really bad. For example, I knew from the start that cars were extremely broken. Um, that you could just back in the days there were cars everywhere,
Mm,
everywhere. So I would chase one survivor. He would jump into a car. I would follow him, grab his car. He jumps out, grab another car, and was like, it was a fucking clown show. There was
yeah.
nothing you could do. Nothing. If people just knew that you could grab a car, yeah, there's nothing you can do.
But
Um,
were you like Alucard? Like he would like initially take his time out in the beginning of the game to flip all the cars. Would have been a
oh
strategy
yeah,
for you? Did you try that?
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
Mm.
I put out a guy for it too. he he came up with it,
Okay.
and yeah, you still have to flip cars. You don't
Mm.
flip cars with Demon?
Oh no, it still happens. So for me, when I play Demon, I kind of look at the objectives. I'll look at the map, and then I'll kind of go from there. I'll take out this cars in between those objectives, kind of like they're gonna have to come this way. I'd probably start
Mhm.
there, and if they bring a car, I'll break it. I'll break the cars that they bring. That's what I do. That's what I do. I don't really go around the
Yeah,
whole map looking for cars and taking them out. I think
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I like to put
yeah.
early
You flip them
pressure.
between objectives.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's
yeah,
my strat when it comes to that. Um,
yeah.
sorry to
It kind
cut
of
you off.
depends also if you're if you try to kill the survivors, then
Uh
you have
huh.
to flip the cars. But if you're just like trying to win on the book, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So you seen a shift, the shift, starting when you felt like okay, you're not seeing as many engagements or people, not interactive, being more active in the game.
Ooh, yeah. When was that? Might have been somewhere after Kandar. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but it's kind of funny to see because if you, I don't know if you do you follow Saber Twitch stream.
No, I don't.
So they have like 20 viewers every time they pull up their Twitch stream.
Hmm.
Uh, but when they used to stream Evil Dead, they would have like 10,000 viewers.
Wow.
That tells you something. But now when they pull up a stream of like I don't fucking know Warhammer or whatever, they would have like 20 viewers.
Interesting.
So that says a lot about
Yeah,
Evil Dead.
for
But
sure.
yeah, but yeah, I don't remember what really at what point the viewers the player base started dropping like really hard.
Mm, okay.
But I think after Ball or Ruby, that was definitely that was terrible.
Okay. Let me just double check with the question list. I think I did see a question from Smoke. If I missed anybody's question, please repeat it. Smoke, who's your least used demon?
My least use
Yeah, like
is
I guess least favorite.
Ball for sure.
Bull? Wow, I would have thought you would have liked Bull. What
No, it's boring to play against. It's boring to play. There's
okay.
nothing interesting with him.
Okay.
I'm very anti-meta when it comes
We love that.
to ASIMs. I like playing off meta. Like I played Warlord because he was off meta. Before I started playing Evil Dead, I was watching I was going through live streams of the popular streams, and they would all play Necromancer.
Mm,
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play Warlord because you all play Necromancer. So I play Warlord. Just got good with Warlord.
okay.
Turns out he was pretty good.
If you could have influenced one additional content update or any addition, what would have it been?
Ooh. I would, if I could fix something in the game, you mean?
I could
Or
fix,
like,
maybe add like a new character, maybe add a new demon, add a new survivor, add a new map, like anything that comes to your mind. Something you could have added, or maybe fix something. That's fine too.
I would not. I would start fixing the game before adding something else.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, and
Yeah.
what are some of the things or something specific you would fix?
I would remove stamina from leaders. I would make all demons stronger. Maybe fix the ball. I'm not up to date with the meta, but I think ball is probably pretty strong, right? But uh, this has always been what I think the game should have been. Is that before the book phase, the survivors should be fighting for their lives.
Mm.
They shouldn't be walking around looting, chilling, drinking cola, and think that the life is great.
Right.
They should be fighting for their life, tooth and nail. If you come to the book phase, you have one of your characters dead. You're out of ammo. You're out of shimps. I don't fucking know. One of those at least. And the demon should struggle on the book phase. It shouldn't be. You should not. um, the survivors should be winning book phase if they're playing really well, but the demons should be winning outside of book phase because
Gotcha.
the book phase is super fucking boring unless something interesting happens, like someone dies, for
Right.
example. And the game, when I did my AFK strat, the AFK strat kind of works still to this day. You don't have to engage with the survivors; you can still win on the book.
Mm.
Like if the survivors are running 3 support, they're never gonna win on the book.
Yeah.
There's no way. But you're never gonna kill them either. So what the fuck is the point?
All right, 100%. That's a smart take on it. Make the
Yeah,
demons
survivors
super
should be
strong.
fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
Imagine playing survivor and half your team is dead and you still win.
Mm.
Imagine the feeling.
Yeah.
You should be fighting tooth and nail against the demon.
Right. And then you did say that about that Henry and that Annie. That yeah.
Yeah, it's a joke, man. Fuck.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Okay, so let's say like you wanted to add a new demon, like from the movies. I don't know if you watch the movies or if you wanted to add a new survivor or add a new demon. How would that look in your head?
First of all, I'm not a fan of Evil Dead whatsoever. Like I just like the game.
Okay,
I don't care about the franchise whatsoever. The movies are okay. I've watched all the movies. I watched like probably the first season of Evil Dead, and they're fine. I watched Army of Darkness. It was kind of funny.
It was.
I've watched the newer movies, the horror movies
With Mia and then no.
Yeah, and I think they're good. I love horror movies. This game is not based on the horror movies; it's based off of the comedy.
Yes,
I
agree.
But I think since I'm a horror fan, if they're gonna add anything, they should add the demons from the horror movies. Whatever that looks like. I don't know.
Okay.
Like you don't really see the demons, do you?
Right.
You don't see anything, but
Right.
But
Because if you think
add horror.
If you think about it, all the demons that are here now, they're all the comical ones. That wasn't the really scary or the ones that were that didn't. There was no joke about it because I felt like a lot of the after the first one, I think the first one I don't think was really comical, but it started to become a comical horror, like kind of a funny way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think you made a good point on that. Just I would like to see more of a serious, scary demon in the game if they had the opportunity to do so. So yeah, I would like that as well. That's a good point that you brought up.
Yeah, I mean I'm a horror fan, but
Me
I can't
too.
speak for everybody.
Me too.
But
I agree. No, I agree. You take the scariness out of the game, and initially the game was scary, with the jump scares and a couple things that they did to scare the people, but you got used to it. You became immune to these things, So I would have
Yeah,
liked to
but
see more of that.
yeah, but you hear when you're when you're fighting units like the basic units and stuff, they're saying a bunch of random goofy shit and
Yes, and even the
it's flying all over the place. I mean, you can't take it
yes,
serious.
100%, 100%. Yeah, so it takes the fear out of people.
So I see one guy says that Evil Dead is a horror comedy, though. And that's not actually true. Evil Dead was originally a horror movie. The first movie ever made was a horror movie.
Yes, it
It
was
turned
scary.
into a horror comedy and then went back to a horror uh, genre. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I
touche.
did. Yo, that first one, that first movie, I think I watched it as a kid. A couple years after it was released. And it was I couldn't finish it. It was I was too afraid.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
too
scary.
afraid. I was, and I went back to it later in my older years and watched them again, and then after that I was able to watch it, but watching the second and the third, it was all like comical for me. It was funny,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it took the fear out. It took the
Bad. It wasn't bad. They were
no.
good movies.
All right, well, we'll get to the next question. That now that the servers remain online, but active, obviously they're not going to add anything that has stopped. Like no additional stuff has been stopped. So this has been going on for years now. Do you secretly get on and play sometimes, or keep tabs on it? Like, do you go into people's streams, look what's going on?
No,
No,
not at all.
you just kind of
Um, no, I don't look at
no.
anybody streaming the game. The only, I mean, I do follow most streamers that I watched.
Uh huh.
I don't think anybody is playing much anymore. I mean, I used to watch Kittier, for example.
Mm-hmm.
She always played a hunter and the survivor. She was really good.
Mm-hmm.
She stopped streaming a while ago. I think her Discord got hacked and she just
Damn.
disappeared after that.
Damn.
I don't know what happened. Alucard started streaming again. I'm really happy with that. It's
Yeah.
really, yeah,
Yeah, it's good
he's
to see Alucard play.
so much fun to watch.
I've been watching him play his Resident Evil runs. He's been streaming
Yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah,
and I think last
yeah,
time
yeah.
he was
So,
doing some TCM too.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I need to
so
go
it's
back
good
and
to
watch
see.
his VOD.
Yeah,
I
it's,
I love to watch his Evil Dead, and it's so funny. Um, he got a lot of hate,
mm-hmm,
like he on Reddit and like the community overall.
uh-huh,
But I think a lot of people were jealous of him. But they would attack anything they could. So sometimes he would say something bad or like I don't know what he would call people, if he would call them idiots or whatever. I
mm-hmm.
don't remember. Like he would call the survivors idiots or something, and someone would make a Reddit post out of it.
Yeah,
It's absolute.
we seen the hate. We seen the hate this guy get.
Yeah,
Um, but he did kind of put like Evil Dead on the map, kind of like with his streams, with his antics. You know what I mean? It was he got one of the most views in the game, and either people disliked him or liked him. He was very
yeah.
active, and
I mean,
he made the game interesting.
yeah. No offense. Yeah. SWAT team down. Yeah.
SWAT team down.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he got way too much hate, and people
Mhm.
were way too toxic on Reddit, and there was a lot of people opening their mouth and had
Yeah.
no clue what the hell they were talking about.
Right.
Uh, and I think it got to him a little bit, and that's also one of the reasons why he did not want to have MMR.
Hmm.
The best games he played was against competent players, because it's not fun to watch a good demon just stomping noobs all day.
Right.
But you want to watch him see how he handles good players. But I think every time he went up against like a decent team, he would, and if they would win, there was a Reddit post next day, like first page Reddit Oh, we just beat Alucard. What a fucking loser. And that can't be fun to have that pressure on every time
Right,
you're up
right,
against
right.
like a team that you know who it is. It's
Yeah,
fucking ridiculous.
and I think we were talking about this in Queen of Vane's Q&A. We forget, like, yeah, we want to be competitive, but it kind of takes the fun out of things. You know what I mean? Now it becomes like your goal to win each match, but you kind of take the fun out of the game. In my opinion. So,
Yeah, but in my opinion,
uh-huh.
you're playing the wrong game.
Yeah.
It's a PvP game.
Right, right. I
It's competitive by nature.
it is
It's
competitive,
like
but
one is gonna win, and if you don't want it to be competitive, then do a custom game.
I mean, you could still. I mean, in my opinion, you can still have the fun because there's people that play this game because they were attached to the Evil Dead franchise. They love the community, they love the games, they love the movies. I mean, the movies, and that's why they got the game. So they wanted to see that. So yeah, I
Yeah.
get the sense of the PvP aspect, and you want to be competitive, but there is a lot of casual players that play this game and they do it for the fun and they don't care about winning and losing. Respect to those people.
Yeah, but
And
that's their problem. If I go in and I play demon and I want to win,
Yeah, go
what the
ahead. I
fuck
mean,
do I
I don't
care
think
if they
they're
play casual
yeah,
or
yeah,
not?
they're playing casual because they're just looking at it as a them to have fun. But I get your point of view though. But not everybody views that. Again, it's your opinion, and um, it is a competitive game, and but people want to look at the fun behind it too. So
Yeah.
um,
I also
let's
made
see.
I made a YouTube I made a bunch of YouTube videos regarding these
Uh
kind of
huh.
topics.
Uh huh.
I made when TCM was gonna get released,
Uh huh.
the developers were also, oh, this is not a competitive game. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Every PvP game
It
is
is. It
always
is. It
competitive.
is.
You cannot stop it. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
And if you don't balance it around competitiveness, the
Yeah.
game is gonna die.
I kind of get your viewpoint on that. Um, but we're talking about Reddit. Were you ever involved in any type of Reddit post, or how did you react if you did? Or did you see your name ever in a Reddit post? And
Yeah.
did you see it, and how did you react?
So I think the biggest Reddit post I was in. So if you want to wake someone up on Reddit, then make a negative post about a streamer. That they will wake the fuck up and start, you know, keyboard warrior all over that shit. I remember Big Wed. He showed me how to body block with do the infinite body block with the with Puppeteer. That's so stupid. And I would do it just for fun and to show everybody because I don't mind. So if you want a developer to patch something out and fix something, it has to become a problem first.
Uh-huh.
And if so, that's kind of what I wanted to do, is to make it a problem. If I show everybody how to abuse a problem, they're gonna have to patch it out, or it's gonna kill the game.
Mm,
And guess what?
they
2 weeks
did.
later, it patched out. So I showed people on my stream that how to do it, and Big Wet I uploaded on YouTube. Big Wet showed me, and I did it on stream. It was fucking hilarious. They
And
would have
then,
no choice but to DC, or
damn.
either I kill them or they have to DC.
What was this body block we're talking about? Just so the viewers
So
understand.
so you pick a puppet basic unit and you
Mm-hmm.
rip your head off, and while you're
Oh.
ripping your head off, you like turning your camera over a fence and you just stumble over the fence,
Uh-huh.
and something happens, and you run up to a survivor and you let him kill you or remove your entire health bar, but you
Uh-huh.
won't die. Your health goes down to 0, and then you unpossess the unit on like a doorway or somewhere where you can body block them, and that it will spawn like a dummy, and they can't pass it. There's nothing they can do. They can't pass it, and it will stand there forever. And
Yeah.
holy shit, that was like a first page Reddit post where I was, yeah, someone was like, "Oh, I love Khaddy, but this is absolute bullshit. I can't watch him anymore. This is, I cannot stand for this." I was like, "Bro, it's a video game. Chill, dude."
Chill out, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't take it
what
too
the fuck?
serious.
Yeah, but also the AFK, that the completely nerfed Warlord, the AFK strat, that also became very popular. I'm not sure if there was a Reddit post by it, but do you know Midi, the YouTuber?
MIDI.
Midi.
It rings a bell, but not on top of my head.
Yeah,
I guess.
he does. I think he does TCM now, but he just straight up copied my build. He just did it extremely poorly and made a YouTube video out of it, and it became popular. And yeah,
All right.
yeah. And after that, Warlord gets super nerfed, and then everybody blames me, of course. But
All right. So you're the reason. That's what I'm seeing. You are the reason.
yeah,
That's funny.
you know, I'll take that.
What lessons do you take from this game? When it was at its highest, like peak, like what lessons did you take from it being part of it? You know, such a passionate peak at the time, and how it is now. What would you say to that?
What kind of lesson do you mean?
Yeah, like what do you take from this game? Like while it was at its peak, like what are some things?
Yeah.
Well, let me repeat the question. What lessons did you take from being part of the Evil Dead that had such a passionate but brief peak?
Oh yeah, the one thing I learned is, well, at least when it comes to content creation, you don't have to be good at the game to be like popular. You just have to seem like you're good at the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about personal experience, by the way. I mean other streamers were extremely fucking bad, but they acted really good, and
They
yeah,
gained a fan
and
base
people
from
looked
it.
up to them. Yeah,
Watch them, yeah.
yeah, true talent.
Well, that boy's got. Oh, I went into his stream the other day. It's got a lot of viewers, man. I was like, a lot of people interacting, and just whatever he did, it worked out for him. So I
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
be. I
he's
can't be
not a
mad.
bad DVD player, but
Uh-huh.
if you have played DVD for 10 years, you better be
You
fucking good.
better be good, right? I mean, it's sad that you still see like some ED players who's been there from the very beginning, and it's just still like, what are you
But,
doing,
yeah,
Fluffy Bunny?
it's kind of sad. I feel it's kind of sad, but yeah, but DVD does get very, it does get updates quite a
Quite a
lot,
lot,
and
yeah.
I can say one of the success formulas for DVD that any other ASIM game can learn from is that every time there's an update on DVD, it completely reworks all killers and all survivors every time, because you can use all the new perks on all the old killers. You can use all the new perks on all the old survivors.
Oh, that's nice.
So that way it keeps the game refreshed every time. But the reason why I can't play it anymore, because even though I'm like, oh wow, cool, a new killer. Oh, I want to try this one out. And I play the game and it's like, yeah, still DVD though.
Are there elements from this the Evil Dead game that you'd like to see carried into other ASIM games?
Yeah, I would like to see a complete just copy paste of the game into not
The characters,
not Evil Dead
yeah,
franchise, but just
the play style, I guess. Yeah, I think a lot
exactly
of people.
like
A lot of
where you
people said
play
that.
like a demon or a ghost, and you spawn monster, and you can possess them, and the survivors have objectives, and you try to kill them. Like the whole shtick where
It's
you.
the great. It was a great idea, man. This game.
Yeah, exactly. But
and
just not have a license.
Exactly. Yo, if that comes out, I think, and then you could keep updating, keep changing. It doesn't have to be any characters that are used in this game. You just use the idea and
Yeah.
run
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that, and you can update, you can change, you can that'll be so dope. Yeah.
Absolutely. Just it doesn't have to be the same type of killers or survivors or whatever. Just at least the concept is the same. I would love that.
Okay. Have you thought about revisiting Evil Dead and maybe start streaming again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
at least once a week.
okay, cool. Well, we do have Splatter Royale coming out, and we hope to see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. I mean that's it for the questions. I mean you did a wonderful job, and I appreciate you for doing this. And we're gonna take some questions from the chat before we finish the Q&A. But I just want to
Yep.
say thank you, man, for being a part of this. You are a really valuable member in the community, and your name has been brought up so many times. And I just thought it was only right to get you here and to do the Q&A with me. And I really do appreciate it.
Yeah,
Uh,
thanks for having me.
of course, man.
I it's when Mixer shut down, it was
Uh-huh.
like I was really sad about that. It was because I had like I had like 11,000 followers, I think, on my Mixer account, and it's all wiped out. All
Wow,
the people I got to know,
that's
been streaming there for like 4 or 5 years, just wiped out clean. I will never talk to them again. And that's the part that hurts me the most. It's not the game specifically, but it's to say if this game shuts down and I don't stream that game, people are not gonna watch. People that play Evil Dead, most of them are not gonna watch me stream another game.
uh-huh.
So I'm gonna lose that viewer, and I will
Uh-huh.
never talk to that person again. And then that's
That's what
that's
hurts
what
you.
hurts me
Yeah.
the most. Yeah.
I think you build a relationship with the viewers, and you build a relationship with the people that you have created in a game. Sometimes you will lose majority, but there will be, I think, a good amount that follow you and follow what games you play. I mean, I did witness that when I watched Alucard. Obviously, if he jumps on Evil Dead today, I think he'll have like a lot of views, maybe in the hundreds, maybe in the high 90s, 80s. But
Yeah.
when I watch him play these other games, it's obviously a lot less. So I see where you're coming from, but but I feel like there's always going to be a good amount that's going to probably come with you to your next the next game you play. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do. If if we start playing some Halloween, we see you jump on, or I jump on, we see a lot of the same names. So that'll be a good sight. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. You do lose a lot of that. But yeah, if anybody has any more questions in the chat, now's the time. And thank you again, man. I really do appreciate it. And we'll wait a couple seconds, minutes, if anybody wants to ask something before Caddy leaves. That would be greatly appreciated.
I love you, High Note, and
Oh,
say hi to your sister from me.
I know. Thank you again. Thank you for showing up and showing support. It's good to see people come out like to show support to their people during the Q&As. I know Queen Evane had a lot of her friends that don't play the game show up, so it's good to see that. We thank you. We thank you for that. And yeah, hit the follow button, and we'll be getting more Q&As soon. I will keep everybody posted. And yeah, thank you so much, brother. And I think that we'll call it end from here since nobody has no questions.
Yeah, thanks
All
for having
right,
me.
all right.
Thanks to all
Appreciate
the
it.
viewers.
Of course, man. So
Nice
let
seeing War Daddy and
Poor Daddy,
Big
Big Wyatt was involved.
Big
Yeah,
Wad,
yeah.
uh,
Good. People love you, man. People love you and they miss you. So it's good to see you again.
yeah.
All right. Well, I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna call it over from here, and I'll send you guys over to No Skill. Always a fun person to watch play this game. No, his name is No Skill, but he's got a lot of it. So it's irony. All right, brother. Well, we'll keep in touch, and then I'll reach out tomorrow if you want to join the Splatter Royale. I'll
Let me know.
definitely keep you posted. All right.
All right, cool.
All right, you guys, everybody, thank you again, and I'll see you guys soon. Keep you updated for the next Q&A. Y'all have
All
a
right,
good one.
take care.
Take care, buddy.
Bye.